This segment of Off the Beaten Path is brought to you by the Lazy Dog Salon, 525B North Broad Street in West Hazleton. Welcome back to Off the Beaten Path, the program that showcases interesting people, places, and things all across the great state of Pennsylvania, including animals.
Interesting animals as well. And right now we have a segment about alpacas. And Jeff, I taped this down at the Celtic Creations Alpaca Breeding Company. Now their name is interesting because it's spelled C-R-I-A for creations, because a baby alpaca is a cria. So now you know that, and you won't be wondering when you see their name in this piece.
Amazing.
Imagine if you could do this.
Come on, girl, let's go, let's go. Come on.
That would be pretty sweet, right? Well, John Sweeney never imagined he would be doing this. John and his wife Kathleen are from the Bronx, New York, where I'm pretty sure there are 0 alpacas. Now they take care of between 75 and 80 of them here at Celtic Creations Alpaca Breeding Company. The company began with a simple shopping trip.
My wife actually went to an alpaca auction with one of her friends that was an alpaca breeder at the time, and fell in love with a baby that was on stage with the mom, and she had to have it. So that's how we became Celtic Creations Alpaca Breeding Company.
How could you not fall in love with a face like this? But watch out, they spit.
Whoa!
So John and Kathleen are from the Bronx, and their extended family's ancestors hail from South America. Alpacas are native to Peru, Bolivia, and Chile in the Andes Mountains. In 1984, they started to be imported into the United States. And in 1998, the borders were closed, and that's why Fanny here is so special.
Fanny, she's our matriarch, and she was the only alpaca on this farm. We have about 75 on this farm, and she's the only one that was actually imported into this country. And she's like the matriarch. We don't really know her age. She was imported in ¡98, and she's the sweetest old alpaca, you know. But I mean, you could stand there and pet her, and like my wife is right now. I don't know if you can see her in the background, but yeah, we'll never sell her. She's like she's our farm, you know, public relations gal.
Fanny's the PR gal, and this guy is the escape artist.
Yeah, so I have a nationally known male called Captain Nemo, and he's done very well in the show ring, and he's produced about 75 cria on the ground, and most of them are escape artists, and they're following his genes, and you know, they'll escape fences, walk fence lines, and the next thing you know, they're parading down the driveway.
Along with selling alpacas, I know what you're thinking. How can you sell one of these alpacas? So before I tell you what else they do on the farm, let's answer that question.
I've stopped a lot of sales because I was too attached to some of my animals, and I know it's a business, but you do get attached to them. Each one has their own personality, and you know, like this one here likes to nibble, you know.
I knew it. Okay, along with selling alpacas, Celtic Creations also sells their fleece to a co-op, who then turns it into gloves, hats, and so on. Plus, Kathleen makes some of her own goods at the farm, and if you're interested, she's willing to teach you some parts of her trade.
This is a carding machine, and this is, you put the fleece in like this, and basically when it comes off, it looks like this, but if I had more time, it would look like this. Okay, this is called a roving, and this is how you spin alpaca.
And don't worry, the alpacas like getting their hair cut.
They love to be sheared because some of them shear off 10 pounds of fleece. It's very, very hot. It's inhumane not to shear an alpaca. They love it. Once they're sheared, they jump around, they love it, and they're happy.
Kathleen says alpaca fleece is 3 times warmer than wool, lightweight, and it comes in a lot of varieties.
Probably sell 300 pairs of socks in the winter time, and people just love them. They come back for more. You don't have to wash alpaca like regular socks. You can wash them maybe every week or 2. You don't sweat in alpaca. It's just a great product. It's luxurious, and it's a nice gift, because as you get older, what do you buy people anymore? You know, it's just wonderful, and it just makes you feel good.
Alpacas come in 22 different colors to go along with all of their colorful personalities.
Well, the funny thing is we have probably 70 plus, and I know everyone's name, and people say, how do you know that? I said, if you had children, you would know their names. You know their personalities. You've taken time to think of a really good name, because we're a Celtic Creations breeding company. We're Irish, we're Celtic, and we think strategically the names, and so a lot of thought goes into it. And they're all mine. I know each one of them, and they know me. Some of them are friendly, some of them are a little skittish, but everyone has a different personality.
If you want to hang out with Fanny, Captain Nemo, and the rest of the gang at Celtic Creations, call them and schedule a visit. One more thing, take a long hard look at Captain Nemo here. Does he remind you of anyone?
The main character, E.T., they actually got the idea from a sheared alpaca, you know, with the very skinny neck and the head. You know, it looks like E.T. once they're sheared. It's pretty funny actually looking at them.
John works another full-time job, and with 70+ alpacas waiting for him back at his farm at the end of the day, he can't wait to phone home.
Still ahead, Chris takes a look at the Pennsylvania Military Museum.